make a restless face.
Yeah, of course it will.
But with no delay, let us get on with the first match of the night.
As we see Gary J, Stiff Robo Ginger himself, prepared in his final battle in the Lawless Darkness tournament, and he's got quite the challenge ahead of him in his opponent, Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton had two tough challenges in the tournament, going through Dirty Rook Matt Fitchett, and then our last event going through Ruthless Ryan Davidson. Gary J victorious over Alex Raines, and then in our last event over Cody Lane. And this is all it comes down to, the finals of the Lawless Darkness right now here at A Hero Never Dies.
The question on my mind is, we know the winner of the Lawless Darkness tournament doesn't have to obey rules for a full calendar year. But what will both of these men do to push themselves to that limit? You've almost got to break all the rules in order to win this match, so you can break all the rules.
And the action spilling outside the ring early.
Right away, we see both these competitors willing to put their bodies on the line.
I think
Gary between the ropes.
Gonna go after a ladder. Oh, wait, look at Dalton!
The thought of either of these men having free reign over Inspire Pro Wrestling for a year, they don't get disqualified, they don't get counted out. It's kind of frightening, quite frankly. It's wiggling. Is that a body bag?
Wait a minute!
So that's where he's been?
That's Evangelistico!
I was wondering what would that... Evangelistico!
What is he covered in?
We haven't seen Evangelistico in at least 6 months.
That's a lot of dirt and soot build up under there.
Last time we saw Evangelistico, he was being abducted by ghosts.
Just when you think this match can't get any harder, Andy Dalton DDTs Gary J through the ropes onto the ring apron. Again, Gary J might be out cold.
This has just evolved to a brawl here on the floor.
There is a reason why these ladder matches are so dangerous and so violent. That ladder becomes a weapon. It becomes an implement. It is not just to gain the prize to end the match. That may have knocked Dalton out.
If there's a time for Gary J to capitalize, it is right now.
Meanwhile, I'm not sure Dalton knows where he is, and I think Dalton's been
cut. Dalton trying his best to climb up the ladder.
Think about this, Stu. From now until a year from now, Dirty Andy Dalton could do anything he wants in Inspire Pro Wrestling. Anything whatsoever. He can walk out with a ladder every single match if he wants to now. That's a scary thought.
I mean, they call him Dirty for a reason. And, yeah, I shudder to think what the next year in Inspire Pro Wrestling is going to look like whenever Dirty Andy Dalton is around.
And say what you want about Chris True, but he's got this team working like a well-oiled machine. Again, as you said, very, very new, but look like veterans.
Like I mentioned, the Seizures coming back from an injury here to reassert themselves in the tag team division here in Inspire Pro Wrestling. Alley Cat and Ivory Robin have tried their hand at the J Crown. They've tried their hand at the XX Division title. Could be looking for tag team gold. Alley Cat's proven to be quite the fighter here in Inspire Pro Wrestling. This match completely devolving here. Ashton Jacobs and T-Ray now in control here. These two, along with Rex Andrews, joined the new movement back at our last event.
T-Ray and Ashton Jacobs definitely has some good chemistry as a tag team. despite it being their first official match as a tag team.
Alley Cat and Ivory Robin victorious.
That was. I think Alley Cat kind of knocked herself silly with
Does she
that
know she
headbutt.
won yet? Somebody ought to tell her that they won the match because I don't think she knows yet.
Ryan Davidson was a fuming mess after being unsuccessful against Dirty Eddie Dalton in the semifinals of the Lawless Darkness tournament. A man who very much impressed back at our last event, Jordan Lennox, prepared for competition here tonight.
And you referred to this, Jason. This is a first time ever for both these individuals. They've never faced each other, so this will be an interesting battle, interesting mix of styles as well.
You think you would give Ryan Davidson a slight advantage solely based upon his size over Jordan Lennox? Davidson has let it be known that this crowd gets under the skin. And I know the Austin crowd, they are rabid, but if they know they can pick away at you, they will take every opportunity. You could tell in the look on Davidson's face, he's getting frustrated that he can't put Lennox away.
Referee administering the 20 count.
17.
Davidson and Lennox are going to have to get in the ring here. They're up to 19. 20, there's a 20 count.
That's it?
Oh, Davidson and Lennox are still wailing on each other here on the floor.
They don't care about the 20 count. They just want to fight.
Davidson trying to get his hands on Lennox here, having to be restrained by 4 or 5 people.
I'm sorry, guys, but I'm with the fans.
Ring
I say
crew.
let him go, and let's see who comes out on top of this one. Wow.
As crazy as it sounds, I think I'm with you, Jason. I'm always in for a good fight.
Joey Ryan making his return to Inspire Pro Wrestling, but not just for any other matchup. What he is calling the Open Dickplex Challenge.
What did Evangelistico, who just came out of a body bag about an hour ago.
Okay, how did he end up in the body bag to begin with?
Mr. Ryan, who you think you are is who I think you are. Then you are a ghost.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
This is a ghost.
Ghost?
You were the ghost in Turkey and Pierre Abernathy. Way back when. Check YouTube. I swear to God it's true. Not a lot of people believe me, but it's literally filmed. Literally. Now, I know a lot of people have a lot of great questions right now. First question, if I was on this ring this whole time, why didn't I grow a beard and why didn't my hair grow long?
He brings a good point. It's a good point.
If I was eating out with no access to any food, how did I gain about 30 pounds? Great question. Third question, if I was under that ring this whole time, and as many times as this ring's been taken down and put up, why didn't no one find me?
I mean, I do want to know.
All those are fantastic questions, which I will get to after we find out whether or not you are a ghost.
Well, now that I think about it, Joey Ryan was there the night that Evan Jalistico and Pierre
Yes, he
Abernathy
was.
was attacked by those ghosts.
I mean, just to play devil's advocate here, if he does, in fact, touch it, doesn't that confirm that Joey Ryan is not a ghost?
You wonder how much ring rust Evan Jalistico has, having been in a body bag for the last 6 to 8 months.
Joey Ryan was inches away last time we saw him in Inspire Pro Wrestling to coming out Twin Dragon Connection champion.
Very true.
Evan Jalistico. I mean, he knows it. One grab of that thing and it's over. Victorious!
It's all over but the crying now, folks.
The case is solved, so to speak. Joey Ryan, definitely not a ghost, and definitely victorious here against Evan Jalistico.
Jalistico still has the blow pop in his mouth, though. So there's a silver lining.
Triple threat action, one fall to the finish, including this man, the debuting Gino. Big ovation here for Cody Lane, a man who's been really working his way up the ranks here in Inspire Pro Wrestling. Both Gino and Cody have a tough test ahead of them against the #1 contender for the Inspire Pro Championship,
Terrell Tempo's the real deal. We know he's looking at a title shot. We know he's worked his way to the top of the mountain here at Inspire Pro, not to mention all over the great state of Texas.
I've heard a lot of great things about Gino from the Houston, Texas area. Definitely Inspire Pro Management has had his eye on him for a while. A great talent trained under Booker T.
It'll be interesting to see the matchup, especially with Gino and Tempo, because both of them trained by the Hall of Famer Booker T.
Very good point. Amazing to see how Terrell Tempo has truly come into his own in less than 2 years here in Inspire Pro Wrestling. Like you mentioned, he's really the favorite in this contest, and I think that's a new environment for Terrell Tempo. Gino trying to be a bit crafty, and I think that's what he needs against somebody with the strength of Terrell Tempo.
Cody Lane is on a warpath right now, taking on all competitors. Tempo's down, Gino's down outside the ring, and the momentum is squarely behind Cody Lane.
Gino's got to be careful about feeling a little overconfident.
Terrell Tempo not afraid to go to the submission game. Can Gino make it to that bottom rope? Gino may be able. Oh, Cody. Cody just in the nick of time stopping Gino from tapping. Notice how he wasn't able to muscle out like he normally does, but just knew enough to pull that shoulder up on the mat and save his chances here. Cover hook of the leg! And that's it! Terrell Tempo victorious over two game athletes in Cody Lane and Gino.
And the crowd showing their appreciation.
As if there was ever any doubt Tempo was going to come out on top in this match. Again, credit Cody Lane, credit Gino as well. Great showings by both those competitors. But Terrell Tempo is simply on a different level right now.
And what a return we have here tonight in the XX division in the Mountain, Vanessa Craven.
One of the fiercest women in wrestling today.
Another impressive standout from that new movement six-man tag team match. Kylie Ray definitely grew with the hearts of the Inspire Pro fans with her in-ring ability, and we'll see if Smiley Kylie can deal with the challenge of Vanessa Craven here tonight. Craven's nickname says it all. There's a reason they call her the Mountain. Extremely tall, extremely powerful, and like I said, Kylie Rae's got lots of smiles. She's got a lot of attitude and a lot of determination. But I don't know if that will be enough to put down somebody like Vanessa Craven. Oh, and I think Craven's got a hold of the hair, backing Kylie into the corner.
Craven is separating herself from Kylie Rae. She's able to do anything she wants in that ring. If she wants to grab a hand of hair, she's going to grab a hand of hair. Who's going to tell her to stop?
Especially when she is bigger than the referee.
Exactly.
That's got to be it. Kylie driven face first into the mat. No!
How did Kylie kick out of that? And as you said, Eamon, Craven's trying to kind of reprove herself here in Inspire Pro because she wants that XX Division Championship that is currently around the waist of Delilah Doom.
But only two there. Kylie with the resiliency to kick out.
I think you're starting to see a little more focus by Craven here, going for a couple more pinning combinations, going for a couple of bigger suplexes, trying to put Kylie Rae right now. I think if the longer Rae stays around in this one, the closer shot she's going to have to maybe toppling the mountain.
And that may be part of it. Craven may be thinking that she shouldn't have lasted this long.
And Kylie still able to muscle his shoulder out.
Vanessa Craven's power, just impressive.
It's over.
No, it's not over.
Craven can't be as confident as she's being right now. Kylie Rae's still able to muster out. Kylie not willing to give it up. I gotta say, this performance by Kylie Rae has been just spectacular here.
Kylie Rae just showing some serious determination. Just keeps coming back after all this punishment.
Kylie rolls through. She's got her legs hooked. She got it! Kylie! That's the biggest win, I would say, of Kylie Rae's career. And Kylie Rae just proved what a force she could be here in the XX division.
And so we're about to get Rex Andrews.
I will say, I will give this credit to Rex Andrews. All business from what I've seen of him when he steps through those ropes. And that's exactly what I think someone needs to face somebody like the man he's facing tonight, ACH of all people.
And this is kind of a battle of Texas. Rex Andrews in Reality Wrestling currently holds the Texas Heavyweight Championship there. And of course, ACH touts himself as the king of Texas.
And many would say in Texas, he's the measuring stick for anybody that wants to be a star in this great state. Definitely a feeling out process here in the early going between these two men. Rex Andrews, definitely a very traditional Texas wrestler, I guess you could say, with the striking ability and his moves that he likes to execute. ACH, a hybrid athlete. He can fly, he can power you, he can strike you. And Rex again takes him down by the wrist. Full control of the wrist, and now because of that has full control of the body. And these tactics by ACH aren't just, his attitude that he exhibits in that ring. It's a little strategy in the way. He plays around with people to try to get in their heads and to try to screw them up. And I think Rex Andrews so far hasn't fallen for that.
I believe you're right. As you mentioned, Rex Andrews using definitely a Texas style, very, very strong, very methodical.
Rex Andrews knows the speed, the quickness, and the agility of ACH. However, none of that can come into play if you're on your back. Good strategy here by Andrews.
That is textbook ACH strategy there. Those fast, successive moves, able to take Rex Andrews down, and now ACH firmly grabbing the advantage here in this match. Again, the experience of ACH coming through right here.
Sound strategy by Andrews here. Of course, he's working the wrist, he's working the arm, trying to wear ACH down. I believe it's working.
Ooh.
However, ACH just finds a way to get out of it every time.
You can tell that's a move of a real thinking man's wrestler. You find the body part, you find the weakness, you exploit it everywhere you can. Why wouldn't Rex continue to try for that cross arm breaker? These guys are just out of it right now.
Both men have to be just exhausted.
I mean, just so much punishment has been doled out by both men. You wonder how much each man has in the tank.
True. Oh, wait. German suplex stomps him right on the top of his head. And ACH. Oh, ducks a shot. Andrews cuts him in half with a lariat. Got him hooked. ACH. Brain Buster. And ACH.
That was an absolute wrestling clinic. That is one of the most action-packed matches I have seen. I mean, congratulations to ACH for the win, but you gotta give Rex Andrews a lot of credit.
And it is main event time here at A Hero Never Dies in one of probably the biggest stakes in an Inspire Pro main event that I can remember.
And let's just make this clear. If a champion gets pinned, that person loses their belt.
These three have been running roughshod in recent months. They've been trying to take away whatever Inspire Pro knows dear.
Folks, I don't know if you've seen it or not. Davey Vega has Delilah Doom makeup on. He's got the rainbows by the eyes. I know he looks reluctant. I know he's been reluctant in the past. He's buying in a little bit. He's buying in.
I think you're right.
That's Davey Vega's old tag team partner!
Not only that, that is the NWA World Heavyweight Champion. Tim Storm has not been seen in Inspire Pro Wrestling for over a year.
Tim Storm had to vacate his half of the tag titles due to obligations with the National Wrestling Alliance. That's how the makeshift team of Vega and Delilah Doom were formed. As we're underway here, Jay Sirius and Delilah Doom squaring off.
Of course, Delilah Doom, not only one half of the Twin Dragon Connection Tag Team Champions, also the XX Division Champion and the Sabotage World Champion.
But do not take Delilah Doom for granted. The recent performances she's had in Inspire Pro Wrestling and even beyond that have been really impressive. Her travels to Shimmer as well and Rise Wrestling in Chicago, also for Sabotage in California.
There are very two large men in that corner that would like nothing better than to get their hands on the tiny Delilah Doom.
And two very devious men as well. What they've been doing as of late here in Inspire Pro Wrestling, particularly what they did to Steve Areno, beating him down, spray painting his back. They stole the mask of Dasher Hatfield. The Heavy Hearts have proven that they will take every chance they can get. First, look at one of the Heavy Hearts here, Stacy Slade and Tim Storm. This is going to be a matchup. Jay Serious. Look.
I don't think that was the smartest move for Jay Serious.
Keep an eye out for Delilah Doom here. Wait a minute, springing up to the top turnbuckle. Look at Delilah Doom! You know, the Heavy Hearts' main targets as of late have been Steve Areno, but they've said that the reason they went after Steve Areno because Steve Areno was Austin's golden boy. He was Inspire's golden boy. I would say the same. I would say Delilah Doom is very much Inspire Pro's golden girl, and I think they're going to enjoy just as much picking away at Delilah Doom as they have on Steve Areno.
I agree with you on that one, Eamon. It seems like they want to take everything away from the fans that they truly love.
Booted by Tim Storm. There's that Commentator. Oh, Vega! Accidentally hitting Storm.
Oh my God.
Sending him out to the floor.
Davey Vega just taking all sorts of punishment. Now
Stacy! Moonsault missed!
That was a lot of mass being flipped and all for naught.
Whatever it takes, you got to get over there. You got to make a tag because there's not much left in Davey Vega's tank.
Tim Storm just showing his power, just caving in Bruno De La Rosa's chest. Tim Storm cleaning house in the ring there. Hey, what is he doing? Oh my God! What is Tim Storm doing? Tim Storm just turned on Davey Vega. Doom with the know-it-all to help her partner there.
Doom! Showing no fear against all three men! Bruno De La Rosa cover! And that's it! The Heavy Hearts and Jay Serious emerge victorious here. Bruno De La Rosa, one half now of the Twin Dragon champions.
This should probably be a moment for celebration for fans of the Heavy Hearts if they're out there.
And Delilah Doom's in shock, losing her half of the titles, but she fought her heart out in there. seriously heavy with the last laugh here tonight. And even on this somber note, for myself, for Stu Myrick, and for Jason Harris, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching. A Hero Never Dies. We'll see you November 12th for Fade to Black 3.